Oh my, hey, how you doing? Whatever like that. But baby, listen. Like I said, I don't have. Yes, you do. Right. They are a joy to have. Right. She absolutely did all of that. She was a patricia. Right. Told her life story. She was telling me her life story. Oh, my daughter has a pocket bully. Yeah, I like the little short pocket bullies.
With your wings, nothing is impossible. Believe me. Blessing off a flow like a river. Blessing off a flow like a river.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Happy Saturday, y'all. Tune in real quick. I'm going to make this real short and brief. If you're going to watch this on the replay, hashtag replay, welcome one, welcome all. Y'all remember when I used to say, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah? Tune in real quick. Because I'm going to make this really, really short. I ain't going to be on here. I said, let me pause real quick and say what I need to say real quick. Let me share the live out when y'all come in. Make sure you share the live. Make sure y'all share the live when y'all come in. Welcome, 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 welcome one, welcome all. I just got a few things to say. I'm not gonna make this long. I promise you, I'm not. I'm not gonna make this long, but y'all tune in. I'm gonna wait till some more people tune in before I get started because I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. So make sure y'all share the live. Hey Pam. Hey Jackie. Hey Deidre. How y'all doing? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this one time. I'm gonna make this really, really short. I'm gonna try my best, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope everybody having a good Saturday. Hey, Miss Juicy Redbone. Hey, Norma. Thank you for sprinkling Pam. Y'all just tune in real quick. I know I gotta wait till some more people come on in. I tagged Peaches and Cream. I got something to say. My head hurting a little bit, y'all. So, and I know I talk loud naturally, okay? But we're gonna stay the course, okay? Hope y'all having a good Saturday. And I sure appreciate all the people that's been following, that's been sharing, even though my followers is not moving because y'all know I'm gonna say this real quick because I'm gonna wait till some people come in before I get started because I don't want to have to repeat myself. But I tagged Peaches and Cream, telling everything LLC. That's a long ass name, but um a lot of y'all know. Hey, Latoska, if I said your name right, a lot of y'all know my followers don't move, but if I show y'all, y'all wouldn't believe me. Well, y'all would, because y'all know I get followers or whatever like that. But, I ain't tripping with Facebook, because word on the curb is, don't know how true it is, but they finna get rid of Facebook. Talk to my girl, Vaughn. I'm on Bigo now. I ain't went live over there, but I'm going to share the info. Because I always say this, and I'm just saying this to a few more people come on in here so I can just, go ahead and make this announcement to Peaches. Thank you, baby. Hey, Monica. Thank you for sharing, Norma. Hey, Georgia. But yeah, so I just got to get myself on a schedule. That's the thing about it. I got to get myself on a schedule, get right. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to say a couple of things. And like I said, because I'm not going to wrap my Saturday up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy y'all life. Live y'all life, man. We only get one of them. This real spill right here. We only get one of them. Don't be out here on no BS and stuff like that, baby. I'm telling you, life too fucking short. I mean, say what you mean what you say. But, you know what I'm saying? Just do your thing. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure y'all share the live too. Okay, I see you. Hold on real quick, y'all. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all share the live. Hey, Chandra. Hey, Milo. Hey, y'all. A couple of things I want to say. Yeah, it is. But mine was, I think my blood pressure. I think that's what it was. Yesterday just wasn't a good day for me. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know. It was one of them days I had my daddy on my mind. Like, I had to talk to a supporter, y'all. I'm bawling my eyes out. You know what I'm saying? I went to a few more people come on here because I got something to say to Peaches. I just seen that she was live, but you already know she gonna tune in anyway. But I got something to say, and I'm gonna make this, really, really quick. But yesterday was just a bad day for me. Hey, moderator, thank you for sharing. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Francine. But I want to say something, okay? Let me say this right quick. Let me start off by saying this right quick, right? I'm grown over here. Real grown, okay? Regardless of any situations I done been in, I'm real grown over here. But I'm going to tell you, and this is a lot of stuff what y'all need to do. One thing about it is this right here. I'm going to be grown about any situation. Like I said, I'm going to say what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? And leave shit alone. But I tell y'all all the time, when it comes down, I'm going to say this, okay? Make sure y'all share the live. When it comes down to me, into it with anybody, like I said, I ain't into it with nobody. Y'all know me. I'm going to say what I got to say and hop off. I don't just stay into it with nobody, nothing like that, y'all. But the thing about it is, when it come down to Janasia, and y'all know how I get behind Janasia, I'm going to investigate. Hey, Lisa, I'm going to investigate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't talking about, like I say this all the time, I ain't talking about how folks be claiming they investigating, but they be going by, you know what I'm saying, what they heard and stuff like that. I don't do that. I don't do that. I have to go investigate myself. And the only thing, and like I said, I'm not finna wrap my brain around what somebody said about me, because I give two fucks what anybody got to say about me. But when it come down to the one that came up out of me, I'm gonna go hard behind that. Y'all already know how I get down behind Janasia, right? So I'm gonna tell you something. The thing about it is this right here. First and foremost, I'm gonna be woman enough. Some may not like it, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Talked to my supporter yesterday. Because like I said, my me and my moderator, when I investigate stuff, I investigate stuff. I tell y'all all the time, if I'm not 100% sure on something, I don't really like to say it. But I'm going to be woman enough, and I'm going to apologize to Peaches. Hold up, pump your brakes, I ain't done. I'm going to apologize to Peaches. Peaches didn't put RIP behind Janasia name. I'm going to be woman enough to say that. Peaches did not put RIP behind Janasia name. This time around, me and my moderator, when I say we are 1,000,000% sure who it is. Now, let me back that thing up. When I went live the other week, I didn't investigate that. I'm talking about when on Janasia's birthday. Hear me out, because I ain't done. I still got some shit to say. I'm talking about on November the 24th, 2024, on Janasia's birthday, when I was live and y'all was blessing Janasia, and the person put RIP to, that wasn't Peaches. That wasn't Peaches. That was not Peaches. Like I said, I'm grown. I'm going to apologize when I'm wrong, because if I came on here, Carmela, I'm about to get down to the nitty gritty. If I can come on here and say what the fuck I got to say and read her till her wig come off, then I can come on here and be woman enough to apologize. That was not Peaches. Moderator, didn't we find out yesterday? 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. That was not Peaches. I still don't like you though, Peaches. I don't fuck with you. I don't rock with you. I can't stand you. I'm going to be real with you. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when I came on here and I know them views, you know what I'm saying? They had 76,000 views on that live. You know what I'm saying? If I can come on to the internet and read you, I can come on to the internet. Yes, we did. Moderator said, yes, we did. I know exactly who it is. We, like I said, and that's why sometimes, and guess what? I'm going to be woman enough to say sometimes we jump to conclusions. But one thing about me, y'all, I ain't never let nobody get in my head. Nobody. And that's what, Carmela, it wasn't Peaches. It wasn't Peaches. And I don't even like Peaches. I'm gonna be real. I ain't even gonna say I don't like her. I don't like what the shit she do. Cause she's still evil. She very diabolical. Now I'm gonna be real. I ain't finna fuck with her. But I can be woman enough to say, you know what? That wasn't Peaches. Georgia say real women own their wrong. Georgia, you know how I get down. You understand what I'm saying? Alexa said, at least you keeping it 100, queen. And that's, babe, I'm telling you, that's how I live my life for real. Hey, Jacqueline. Moderator say, keep it real. This is what grown folks do. Exactly. Now, I'm not finna go support her. I'm not finna go, like I said, still don't fuck with her. But I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that. Some of y'all know the truth about stuff. And y'all, just because y'all don't like a person, y'all still want to apologize. I'm doing all right, Cherie. Love the way you keep it 100. Thank you. Because I ain't got no, y'all know I've been like this straight out the gate. If I can come out here being loud and wrong, I'm going to come out here and apologize loud. You understand what I'm saying? But just because I apologize, I'm still not fucking with her because she still do evil stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But what she do to other people and this and that and other, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I still don't fuck with her. I'm going to say that. I still don't fuck with her. But I'm not going to sit there and put that on her. That wasn't Peaches. So I tagged her in this live because I know she's going to watch the live. I apologize. That's not her. That's not her. I'm going to tell you, let me back that thing up and break some stuff down real quick. When it first happened, I ain't going to say who we thought it was, but it was between two people, right? Okay. I knew it wasn't Nene Mommy. I knew it wasn't. Straight out the gate, my moderator knew. When me and her talked behind the scene, I already knew it wasn't Nene Mommy, even though me and Nene had done got into it, remember? But I knew it wasn't her. But I thought it was this other person, right? I thought, without having any proof, any facts, right? I thought it was this other person. I ain't gonna say that person name. I thought it was this other person. Okay, didn't investigate because like I tell y'all, you know, it was Janae's birthday. Me and my baby was homeless and right. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't worry about that shit. But it still stayed on my mind because like I said, I'm going to come hard behind Janae. So I ain't investigate. Like I said, I'm the type of person, I handle stuff different, right? So I said, let me just let the shit die down. You know what I'm saying? Let me get me and myself together because I wasn't worried about Facebook. I wasn't worried about nobody. I was trying to get a roof over Janae's head. That's why I say, baby, stop putting Facebook before y'all shit. Get your house in order. Then if you want to hop on Facebook and drag folks and be in drama, do that shit. Get your house in order first. Because a lot of folks on here, y'all house ain't in order, but you always in some drama on Facebook. And that's real spill. I had to get my house in order. I moved different from a lot of people. Y'all see, I just brought it up now. And that happened way in November. You understand what I'm saying? I had to get myself together. You know what I'm saying? Make sure Janasia is right. At least you keeping it real and being a woman and doing what's right. Right. Sarah say Facebook need more of the sad song. Can't do. Sarah and I just said that. It's real sad because some people, like I said, I don't care for her. I won't support her. I still feel like she evil as fuck. And I feel like she still, you know, I still feel everything I feel. Ain't none of that change. But I'm not going to sit there and lie on that woman. And I know some people may not like this, or I don't know how people may feel, but I'm not finna sit back because I told the moderator, me and my moderator talked last night when we found out. Baby, y'all don't understand what I'm telling you. Here today, I can tell y'all, we are 1,000,000% sure it was not Peaches. I said last night, I'm gonna be real. This is what me and her was on when me and moderator was talking last night, right? I said, I think I'm going to apologize to her. Then I'm going to be real. I said, nah, fuck that. Then I said, nah. So I went to sleep. I woke up, right? I said, nah, I can't do that. I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. That's why I say so many folks on this app talking about they real, baby. When you real, you got to keep that thing 1,000,000. You understand what I'm saying? If you fake, keep that shit 1,000,000 too. Be fake to the millionth power. You feel what I'm saying? I'm all the way real. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Cotina, you don't have to get along with them and say the truth. That's right, Victoria. But I'm not finna sit there just because I read Peaches. Me and her had words. You understand what I'm saying? Carmela say, baby, I can't. Hey, Carla. But I'm not finna sit there and put that on that woman. She didn't do that. She didn't put no RIP beside Janae's name. We know for a fact. Like, and I know I said that before. But and let me say this, and can't nobody come to me and tell me that was her. me and my moderator know for a fact who it is. It's a supporter, a old supporter, baby. We found that out. It's an old supporter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you who it is. Okay, I ain't gonna say the name, but for a lot of people that's been following me, y'all remember a while back it was a supporter that kept stalking me, right? And I said, damn, everywhere I wasn't even on. Y'all know I don't be on Instagram. I was getting notifications, but I got an Instagram account, right? I was getting notification that person was over there. They used their first name, right? But their last name changes and it's the same person. And that was a supporter. Moderator said, yes, it was an old supporter. Yep. Let me tell y'all who the supporter was for my people that's been following me for a while. Y'all remember there was a person in my comments. I used to say, and I'm going to go ahead and call her out on here because I know the whole time when she saw me accusing Peaches or whoever, she sent back laughing. So let me go ahead and get her together because she do have fake pages. I don't know what fake pages. I'm not finna lie because if I'm going to tell something, like I told you, I'm going to tell the truth, right? I ain't finna add none, take none away. So I know she going to see this. Right? Y'all remember the supporter I used to have on my page? It was a white supporter, a Caucasian lady, right? And she used to always be worried about when Facebook gonna release my money. Follow me now, and I'm gonna read y'all comments in a minute. Hey, everybody online, make sure you share the live. When me and Janasia was homeless, she would be on the live loud talking about she wanted to help me and Janasia, right? So y'all know when I would post my cash app, she would help and this and that and other, right? Like I said, I'm gonna tell the truth about everything. So when she thought that Facebook had paid me all my money, or Facebook, if, like I said, my only people gonna know who I'm talking about is the people that's been rocking with me. I say even been rocking with me from last year. And when she thought I had got my money from Facebook, because y'all know Facebook still got my money hold up just like everybody else, right? Like a lot of people now y'all seeing they're coming out because some people thought I was lying about Facebook holding up my money. But a lot of y'all see, right? Still, they released some of it a while back, but they still got, majority of it, right? Okay, that was the person that would come and say, after she done blessed, I ain't asked this woman for nothing. That's why I tell y'all be careful with the blessings and the lessons. She would come back and say in my inbox, and I talked about it on live, she would come back and say, you remember when I sent you so-and-so? Do you got anything on it? That's what trips me out with people. If you gonna loan something, say you loaning it. If you blessing somebody, say it's a blessing. That's why I say when people send stuff, everything ain't a blessing. Sometimes that thing be a lesson. Worried about your money more than you, moderator. You remember. Hey, Danica. Carmela say, who did it? That's what I'm telling y'all. Hey, Heather. People are evil. This woman was so fucking evil, man. A lot of stuff y'all didn't know because I didn't bring it to the internet. Ever since then, hey, Monique, you've been a day one. You may not get around to my lives all the time, but you remember the one that I used to be like, dang, did you take your Paxil? And she would just be she would talk in all caps. She the only one with talking all caps. Moderator say facts. You didn't ask her. Didn't ask her for nothing. She would bless, and she would only do it on when I was live. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say people be wanting people to know that they bless you. Because if you're going to bless somebody, matter of fact, if y'all want to bless the Cash App, it's pinned down at the bottom. This page ain't monetized. Don't get nothing. Greatly appreciate it. Love y'all too. Okay. But this is why I be telling y'all, sometimes people will wait till you live, know your situation, but they want other people to think they big baller shot callers and, oh, I'm helping her, this and that and other. Amy say, Amy, you don't remember? She uses different name, but her first name was Michelle. But it wasn't spelled the original way. This woman went on my TikTok, posting stuff on TikTok, and y'all know I don't even know how TikTok work like that. Instagram, everywhere I was, YouTube, everywhere, email. Baby, you talking about a stalker? That was the straight stalker, right? So when we found out and literally got paperwork, I said, I ain't even think about her. I said, you got to be kidding me. So last night, me and my moderator, like I said, I had said, you know what, man, fuck that. I ain't apologizing no Peaches. Then I said, you know what, yeah, I am. Because like I said, my conscience about, Terry said, I remember that. Hey, Terry. Terry said, I remember that. Terry, it was her. And I'm going to throw this right here about Terry Ward. Y'all may not see her in the comments sometimes. She'll come and speak sometimes. But Terry is a very observant person too. That's why I tell y'all it's good to let people sit on the background and pay attention to stuff. It was her. So like I said, just because, you know what I'm saying? If that's why I say I want to lead by example. Ain't nobody got to do what I do. A lot of people probably in the background because you don't care for a person. Like I said, I don't care for Peaches at all. I really don't. But I'm not finna sit there and let that lie be carried out. That, like I said, I don't know what she did to other people, but I know that she did not put R.I.P. by Janae Janane in November. Now, somebody did the other day when I was live. I don't know if y'all caught that because they kept deleting it or whatever like that. Yep. Hey, Annie. Donna said, I remember a lot. Donna, don't you? You've been around for a while. Carolyn Young said, I remember her. Yep, it was her. It's her. It's her. It's her. Everywhere I was, well, actually where I wasn't was, because I was, y'all know I don't be on TikTok like that. Y'all know I don't, never been on Instagram because I don't even understand how Instagram works. Just got an Instagram account. I would see notifications come in. I'm like, damn, blocking her. She'll make another page. Block her. She'll make another page. And one of my people I talked to, another content creator behind social media, y'all know I always call her name, but I don't want to keep calling her name on here, that I actually talk to her on the phone a lot of times, right? I had to remember some stuff, right? And then when I was like, wait a minute, that's so-and-so. But I couldn't remember her last name because when she make these pages, she's not even smart enough. Well, now she is, but she wasn't even smart enough to change the first name. Her last name she wouldn't change the last name. The first name would be Michelle. So that's who it was. So like I said, hey, Natasha, hey, Rhonda, y'all make sure y'all share the line. That woman taunts everyone on here. Oh, hey, Valerie. But yeah, but what I'm saying is, like I said, I know people coming in. Y'all, I came on here on the internet. You know what? Blow this live up just like y'all blew the live up when I read Peaches. Like I said, I still don't care for it. I want to keep saying that. Because I don't want nobody taking no other way. I ain't finna go over there and support. Actually, I'm going to be real with you. And this is real spill right here. Y'all know I tell y'all all the time I peep in at different places. I ain't even been peeping in over there. And that's real talk. Because y'all know if I peep in somewhere, I'm going to stand on what I say. I peep in. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't been peeping over there at Peaches or nothing like that. I never blocked her or nothing like that. But like I said, I'm not going to sit there and be one of those type of people that no, you don't lie, because there's some people right now. Maybe some of y'all did it, or been done to y'all that done been lied on or done told lies too, and y'all gonna take that stuff to y'all grave. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care for her. I won't fuck with Peaches or none of that. But I'm not gonna sit there and carry that and say that she put R.I.P. beside Janae Janane. No, it wasn't. Apologizing is the right thing to do, right, Heather? Latos say all content creators need to join forces because she the same person getting pages in the Cease family now. And that's what I'm saying. Now that's why I say she diabolical for that now. I ain't gonna say it, but hey Vaughn. But y'all make sure y'all go follow Vaughn, y'all. I know a lot of y'all do. But what I'm saying is, you know what, the RIP that was put beside Janae's name in November on Janae's birthday, that went Peaches. And that's why I say I wasn't even gonna go live, because I told my mother, I was like, fuck her. I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't going live apologizing. But if I can go live and read her to the birds, right? And that thing gets 76,000 views, then I can come on here and apologize to her. That's just how I get down. You know, people do how they do. Like I said, and I'm going to keep standing on this, I still don't like her. Now, Peaches, when you see this, I still don't fuck with you. I still don't like you, you know. But I ain't finna let you carry that lie, what been done to me. Now, like I said, whatever the shit you done did to other people, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't know whether you did, whether you didn't, or whatever. Moderator say, no, it wasn't her. It wasn't her. It just blew my doggone eyebrows back when I was like, but you remember Michelle? That's who it was. Michelle. I ain't gonna say her last name on here. When I read Peaches the other day, Vaughn, I was telling you about that. I read Peaches, and because I was thinking, I wasn't 100% sure, because back in November, on Janae's birthday, somebody put RIP beside Janae's name. You know how I get with Janae. I don't care about nobody talking about me. You know we both the same, but you know how we get down. I don't care about none of that. So people thought I had forgot. But behind the scenes, I was trying to get right. You understand what I'm saying? I was trying to get right and be like, you know what, let me get me and Janae together. But I was going to check on that because real spill. Moderator, no, baby, I had shit lined up to go holler at Peaches. And that's real talk. I'm telling you, I come hard behind Janae. It was easy. She gonna beat my ass. I'm gonna beat hers, but I guarantee you, she would have know I've been there. And that's real talk. I don't sell wolf tickets. I was standing on business, baby. I'm not like some of y'all content creators, baby. Like I said, I don't give a damn what somebody get on here trying to drag me. Whatever you say about me, I don't give a fuck about none of that. But I'm gonna come behind mine. But I sure would have hated to run up on Peaches and then. Just like the other day when I was on live and I told her that lie that when I read her, what I said on live, I said, Peaches, you go live showing you on the road. I'm going to go live showing I'm on the road. And we going to let our supporters know where we meeting at. We can get in the field. And I meant that. You understand what I'm saying? But she was like, no, come to Chicago. I mean, you understand what I'm saying or whatever. But like I said, people do how they do. That's her real name, but that ain't how it's spelled. But I ain't gonna put her last name on here. But it was one of my old white support. Right, Vaughn. Stand on business. But yeah, I'm coming behind Janae. Like I said, and that's the only thing I was gonna holler at her about. But people think, like I said, I handle stuff different. People, I don't dress stuff right then. Cause like I said, I used to hang around my brothers, my cousins, all dudes. I seen how they got down. I seen how my brother got down. You know, that's why a lot of folks, y'all don't really know how to stand on business, baby. You know, and I ain't upholding no violence, no wrongdoing. I'm not doing none of that. All I'm saying, if you gonna handle business, baby, let that shit die down. Like I said, play chess, not checkers. You don't go right then and there, but I ain't finna give y'all all the game. Y'all should already know. I'm just saying, that's why people looking like, dang, this happened in November, because I know how to move. If I know how to move in real life, I know how to move on here. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, Joanne. April say, I know that's right. Vaughn said, I'm definitely putting my boots on. I already know, Vaughn. I already know how you come. I already know. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know what? If I can be loud and read Peaches like I did with everybody on the live that day, I can come on here and be loud and say, Peaches, you know what? I don't fuck with you. I don't care for you. But nah, Peaches didn't do that. That's why I say a lot of y'all, baby, y'all ain't got to take what I'm saying. But just because you be into it with a person, y'all got into it with a person, do your due diligence if you feel like it's that deep. Because like I said, only due diligence I'm doing is somebody come for Janae. That's the only due diligence. I don't give a damn when nobody talk about me and Janae being homeless. How many times I came on here asked whose support I got money. I don't give two fucks about that. And that's real spill. Y'all know I don't. I done said that on social media years ago. I don't care nothing about that. Right. I know. I see it too. I know. But behind Janae, I'm going to step all the time. I don't give a damn if you live in Alaska. It may take me 2 years to get to your ass. But before I'm 6 feet under, I'm going to go see you. That's how I roll. I don't expect for nobody to understand that, respect it, or agree with me on that. That's just how I come behind Janae. Because my baby done been through too much. It ain't been nobody but me in her life for her whole 14 years. So if I sit there and just baby, I'm just not, and I'm not saying I can beat everybody, but I know me. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't scared to get in the field with no goddamn body. Never have. I don't care how big somebody is, baby. Like they say, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. That's how I look at it. I ain't never ran from nobody in my days. Never. You understand what I'm saying? Moderate say, as you should. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, nah, it's not her. This ain't no hunch. This ain't no, oh, well, let me connect the dots. It ain't none of that. 100 to the 100th power, it went Peaches. It went her. I don't care what she said on a content creator live and, you know, told on the set. It wasn't her. It wasn't her. It was not her. I respect your honesty, Tina. She's still someone to watch. Right. That's what I'm saying, Heather. You won't see me over there. I don't fuck with her. I will not fuck with her because I feel like she's evil. I'm just being honest. I do feel like she'll bully. And like I said, everything else I still stand on. She definitely sell wolf tickets. You know, she definitely sell wolf tickets. Because like I said, I'm going to say this, and I ain't upholding no violence. If somebody told me, if another content creator told me this, if another content creator say, you go live and I go live and we on the highway and let your supporters and our supporters know where y'all going and give them the address so they can actually see we on the road. Baby, I'm going to take you up on that. I'm going to take you up on that. I'm not going to keep saying, hey, come to LA. Come to LA. I'm not going to say that. If you really, you know what I'm saying, about that type of time that you saying you on, and you say, hey, meet me, we can meet halfway, I'm going to meet you halfway. That's on everything. I'm going to meet you halfway. I'm not going to keep telling you to come all the way to my town. No, if you really want to get down with it, get down, and somebody give you that invitation to meet halfway and get in the field, I'm going to meet you halfway. I'm saying if I was her. So that's why I say people like that ain't going to pop a balloon, ain't going to bust a grape, you know, ain't going to eat no goddamn cotton candy. You feel what I'm saying? So that right there, I don't worry about it. That's why I say, people over there, you know, I say what I got to say and I leave it alone. Because like I said, I've been built like this. I don't give a damn about nobody's age or nothing like that. But like I said, it ain't never failed me that when folks sit there, you know what I'm saying, and they do all that talking, y'all don't hear me on here like that. Y'all hear me on here uplifted folks, having fun, trying to make y'all laugh whether or not I ask for $1 or $2. Matter of fact, the Cash App pin at the bottom. If y'all want to give a little tip, baby, I sure appreciate on this good old Saturday, baby. Leave a little tip down there. Hit see more, the Cash App pin at the bottom, okay? Page ain't monetized. I don't get paid from Facebook at all whatsoever, right? So my thing is this, you know, I'm not finna sit there and be on the internet every day, every time you turn around, I'm saying what I'm going to do to a person. Like I said, I've been around this world, may not be old or some, baby. But see, what folks got to realize this, your age don't never mind. It's the wisdom that you got. I done had older women, and I said this years ago, and they done vouched for it in my comments, that I done been through more stuff that they done been through, and they older than me. So miss me with all that age stuff. I don't give a damn if somebody older than me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if somebody older than me. That don't mean you're more wiser than me. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean, thank you, love, I sure appreciate it. Thank you so much. I ain't gonna say your name. That don't mean that you done been through more stuff than me. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean none of that. It just means that you are your age, because you got some people old, and I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm not trying to drag peaches, but I'm gonna say this. I ain't trying to be funny. She brag about her age, but you still don't got nothing in life. You got the bare minimum of what everybody else got. You got a roof over your head and a car to drive and a job to go to. People act like out here that people is doing these extraordinary things. Like I said, baby, I'm going to tell you what I would look up to if somebody on this thing acting like they a boss. Oh, okay, you taking trips, you flying out, you doing that. Baby, folks on here doing the bare minimum, but they swear people jealous of them. I can't get over that part. So, like I said, everything else I said about Peaches, I stand on that. And I said what I said. But I'm not taking that back. But what I'm saying is, that was not her that put RIP behind Janae's name. It wasn't. Can't nobody come to me. Like I said, I don't let people get in my head. I go find something out for myself. And that was important enough for me to go find out for myself. The shit people done said about me, I ain't never did no investigating, because I don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? But behind Janasia, you talking about RIP? And I'm just going to sit there and turn the other cheek? I ain't Jesus. I ain't Jesus, baby. I ain't got that far with Christ yet to turn the other cheek when it comes to Janasia, baby. I can't turn no other cheek. I can't do that right now. Maybe when I get older. Maybe when I get a little bit more. I don't know, baby. It may not never happen. But that right, oh, you about to hit somebody go. But I can't turn the other cheek on that. You understand what I'm saying? When your mouth is reckless, it make actions believable. There you go, Georgia. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this. Don't talk about me. I won't talk about you. I don't go back and forth with nobody. But I'm going to be real with you, baby. If I was getting paid on this on this thing like Facebook, I ain't talking about how y'all get paid. Now, why is you about to act like you're about to hit these folks' cars, bless it? No, you can't drive, sir. That big old... Oh, y'all can't see it. It's kind of blurred out. No. But... if Facebook was paying how me and Vaughn used to get paid back in the day, I promise you I ain't even finna front with you, baby. I'll be on this thing every day, especially with Peaches too, because she definitely like to go back and forth. Baby, I would get a bag off her if Facebook was paying like they used to back in the day. Not now. It ain't worth it. That's why I don't understand why people still doing all that, you know what I'm saying? Baby, nah, ain't nobody on this app for me worth talking about every day, because Facebook ain't paying like that. It's just not. And this page ain't even monetized. You get what I'm saying? It ain't paying like that for me. But like I said, I'm being honest. And that's the only way I know how to be with y'all. You understand what I'm saying? If Facebook was like it was when we was really getting the bad, baby, really getting the bad back in the day, shoot, yeah, I'd be on this thing. I would be on this Facebook a couple of times a day, baby. I sure would. Doing skits and bringing content like I used to. But that's why y'all don't see me. What for? What for? Page already not monetized. Facebook tripping. They won't get my followers, the amount of followers that I know that I have. I'm at 200 something K followers. Facebook sent me the thing, but y'all won't straighten it out. Y'all got my page all jacked up. Nah, I'm not. What for? Mark sitting up there looking pretty, wife sitting up there looking pretty, kids, grandkids, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not finna do that. You know, they expect people to still go live and all that, and then they doing all. No, I ain't got time for it. So I just say bump it. But like I said, you know, I stand on what I said. You know, I'm just, I don't pay people no attention like that. Cause like I said, back on what I was getting ready to say, through all my days, my 47 years, by the grace of God, May 12th, Taurus season, rise up, stand up, okay? May the 12th, I'll be 48. I ain't never seen nobody yet, that talk all they smack and can back up what they say. Because people that know what they about and know how they gets down, they don't run their mouth like that because they don't want you to know their next move. They don't want you to know what they thinking. You know, that's what I have seen throughout my whole life. But the ones that, baby, look on these videos Facebook be sharing around. I can't think. I don't know if y'all saw that one video. The dude was just at that other dude. The dude just got on game with the 1-2, and then he was just out like that. Baby, come on now. That's why I don't pay these people no attention. That be sitting up there doing all that cussing and act like they this and act like that. Baby, fall your ass down. That's how I look at it, because you ain't finna do nothing. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Nisha. Hey, Quay. Right, moderator, not at all. Somebody say the tea is hot. Right. So that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't pay that no attention. You know, she already got what's the name on her ass anyway. But, you know, saying that she going on Mother's Day. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we'll see how that work. We'll see how that turn out. You know, but like I said, if somebody gave me an invitation to meet up, I mean, like I said, I'm glad it didn't happen, because she didn't put RIP behind Janae's name. She didn't. You know. But if she would have took me up on that invitation, oh yeah, most definitely. That thing would have been on Facebook Live, baby. That thing would have been on Facebook Live. But unfortunately, like I always say, people hide behind Facebook. People ain't built like that. They want y'all to think they built like that. Because like I said, baby, if people was really like that for real, why would they want you to know? I'll wait. If people was like that for real, why would they want y'all to know? So that's why I say, you know what? I laugh at people like that. I'm sick of her mouth. Yeah, I am too. But I don't even, like I said, I don't even peep in, Nisha. Ever since I said what I said, I'm going to be real with you. I peeped in one other time. She wasn't talking about that. She went back to when I peeped in. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't talking that. She went back to what's her name and the other girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? Me, everybody know I say what I say and I leave it alone. So, and ever since then, I don't peep in. And that's the God's honest truth. Because if I did, I say I did. I ain't like, you know how them folks, that's what be tripping me out. I don't be going over there and look, but can tell you everything they don't say it on their live. Y'all don't heard me on here before I read her. And what did I say? I say, yeah, I peep in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I stand on what I do. I hold accountability to anything I done said, done did on this internet, whether people like it, whether people think it's wrong or whatever. I'm a hold accountability. And there have been times where I have been wrong. I won't sit there and say I haven't. Because like I say, I'm not always right. But at the end of the day, I ain't never been the type to throw no rock and hide my hand. I ain't never been the type that'll backpedal on anything I say. Anything I say, I'm going to stand on what I said. Yes, I said that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what's wrong with not even just social media. It's people mind frames. You'll say something. Then when you get backed up in that corner, folks, no, I ain't say that. No, I ain't say that. That's, baby, That's why, baby, I roll by myself. Karen said, yes, they took me and my daughter off admin of my original page, so I can do nothing with it. Karen, I'm telling you, It's something going on with Facebook. But like I said, hey Marilyn, it was an old supporter. Her name Michelle. I ain't gonna say her last name because she got different. I ain't trying to be funny. Everybody know when I was telling them about it, they was like, "Oh, I remember her." She always talks in all caps. You get what I'm saying? She always talks in all caps. Like I said, Nisha, one thing about me, yeah, Nisha, I'm talking to. One thing about me, Nisha, everybody know, I don't know how long you've been following me, but my supporters know, if I ain't 100% sure, I try. Like I said, I did it this time, but I try not to say. But Peaches rubbed me the wrong way that day when I went over there, and I say, "What's good? Bring me up on your live," and she didn't want to bring me up. So I went live and said what I had to say. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't even know, to be real, I didn't even know she was speaking on me on another content creator live until after the fact. I didn't even know that. Y'all know I don't sit over here and talk about that woman because I ain't even trying to be funny, baby. She's not even in my range. And I'm a very humble person when it comes down to the social media. She's not in my range. You get what I'm saying? I go show other people love, you know what I'm saying, to help them to share their stuff and stuff like that. But she's not in my range for me to be a person that will go and support. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. If I go to somebody's page, I want to see content. If you ain't bringing me some, if you ain't bringing me some content or something I can stay and listen to, I'm just not going to support you. You get what I'm saying? And that's anybody. I'm just not. I promoted people, and I'm talking about in the past, right? And I be looking like, I just, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. Because at the end of the day, long as you can keep people attention, long as you can keep your views viewing, you doing something right. But like I said, if you have been, like Vaughn said, if you've been on social media for 20 years and you only got 20 followers, baby, throw your whole page away. Because something ain't adding up. And I say this all the time, baby. Folks got to understand everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody, baby. That's the whole point that I'm trying to say. Everything ain't for everybody. Because you got some people out here, and they ain't trying to be funny, baby. This is how I talk to Janasia. Y'all better start keeping it real with yourself and real with other people. Everybody can't be no astronaut. Everybody can't be no lawyer. Everybody can't run their own business, baby. And it ain't nothing wrong with trying to pursue it, because go and pursue what the motivation, but everybody's not meant to be what they want to be. I live in reality. I keep saying that, and y'all see I bring it on here. That's all I'm just saying. Everybody not meant to do hair. But guess what? And y'all know this. Boy, you got a million females out here swear they can lay some edges, swear they can lay some wigs, swear they can lay whatever. Right. Yeah, you heard Vaughn say throw the whole page away, baby. Vaughn is a mess. Tina Laner say that's so true. Right. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, my thing is this right here. Right? Everybody knows surgeons make money. Surgeons. I ain't talking about just family doctors. Surgeons make really, really good money, right? You got to enjoy what you do, and you got to be good at it. Because the more that you love what you do, baby, your career gonna be popping because you're gonna enjoy what you do. Janasia want to open up a business. Y'all ain't gonna tell y'all what, but I'm gonna get her right and make a website and stuff for her, and I'm proud of her. But one idea that she brought to me, my own child, I said, baby, I said, no. I said, we got dogs. And I'm looking at it from a grown person point of view. People's not going to want to buy that. But mama, when people DoorDash, they don't know. I said, that's different. But people know I got dogs, even though we know that we're clean, even though all our dogs are very clean, up to date on everything. But that you get the point that I'm trying to make. But I broke it to Janasia. I personally, I wouldn't do that. Now, if you still want to do it, I'm behind you. This is what I literally just told Janasia that. I'm behind you. But, well, mama, what you think? Well, Janasia, you find something that you love. And she came up with another idea, fell in love with it. Don't wrote it down and everything like that. I said, I'm behind you because that will work. You get what I'm saying? So the point that I'm making is this, baby. I ain't here to hurt nobody's feelings, but I just don't know how to sugarcoat stuff. All right, moderator. I don't know how to sugarcoat stuff and make people feel good about what I'm saying. Sorry, not sorry, because I don't know how to do that. So I just come out and say what I got to say. Everything ain't for everybody. Social media ain't for everybody. Social media ain't for everybody. If your numbers ain't numbering and you've been on here for however long, maybe it's not for you. Or maybe you ain't ready for social media. You get what I'm saying? Because baby, everybody ain't ready. If you get on this app and you got other people on here making you cry because they want to be trolls, baby, you ain't ready for social media. Because when I have said that you got to have leather skin on social media. You got to have leather skin. And like I said, a very big content creator, when I first started out the gate, that mentored me and told me what to do and this and that and other, right? When she started seeing my lives and me came up out the gate and talked about my life and didn't care what nobody had to say, I kid you not, she said, you ready? You ready? I say, and that's why I tell y'all how I feel and what I do in real life, I bring it to social media. I don't give a flip. These people can touch my soul, right? They can touch me. Y'all on the internet, feel what I'm saying? They say something that don't bother me. Why would I give a flip if somebody on social media behind an electronic device? You get what I'm saying? So why would I care about that? But once again, everybody ain't built like that. People come on here and talk that tough boy shit, but they ain't built like that. They not, baby. A lot of people can see through it, and I see through people like that. Let me see. That's real shit, right, Nisha family? Tammy say she did it because that's the way she get down. She had talked about my mother, and my mother is deceased. That's why I don't follow her now. It's been since 2020 or 2021. 2021. Paul. Oh, Miss Juicy Red Bones. Say that's all that dumb hoe know. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. And that's what I'm saying. Don't take nothing what I'm saying any other way. What I'm saying is, yes, very diabolical. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't know what diabolical mean, evil, right? Very, my opinion. Baby, trust me, I have seen it. You know what I'm saying? I have seen it. But, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from the stuff she done did and the stuff she admitted to. I'm not taking away from that. What I'm saying is she didn't put RIP behind Janae's name on November the 24th. On that particular day, she didn't do that. The person that did it, what was it, last week on one of my lives, that's why I'm saying I didn't investigate that, because what I seen back in 2024, that's it and that's all. And then when, yeah, I wasn't ready when I first started. Now I'm more consistent, right? You got to stay consistent. And if I was getting paid off this, I definitely would. But like I said, this page ain't monetized. I've been demonetized, Lord, for a year and a half now. For a year and a half, I don't get paid whatsoever off this page, but I still come because people be wanting me to still go live and stuff like that. I inbox. Oh, she talking to her. I was trying to catch Karen's comment. I don't know where it went. Amy say most are just keyboard warriors and wouldn't dare say stuff to your face. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I laugh at them. Sheila say most of them is messy. Most definitely is. Now, like I said, now Sheila, don't get me wrong. I can get messy over here, but my page ain't known for that. That's the difference. You go up and down my page, baby. You see me talking about me, but I'm gonna get the views. You understand what I'm saying? I don't be in mess, but now if I come on here and say what I got to say, I'm gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? But that's why I say I love is for the simple fact is because my page ain't built off no mess. My page ain't built off, you know what? Hey, you go up that. It ain't built like that. Honey, same thing. Okay. They said for partner monetization policy. Then I seen other big content creators get demonetized for the same thing. But the crazy part is they used to have it where we could do an appeal back in the day. Now you can't. A big content creator told me what to do a while back. I did that. You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. And a lot of people don't be knowing the game. And it's sad because people do keep information to themselves, you know, but people do how they do. People charge for it. Hey, get your rocks off. But I would have never known what to do. So I guess that's why Facebook contacted me and we talking about the Facebook, because I've been undid that. What I was told to do, right? And I was like, oh, I never knew this. And you have to do it from a computer, right? So I did that. So when I spoke to Facebook, oh, okay, well, we have to wait. It's like a cycle. They have to wait, but it still shouldn't take this long. But they have been trying to but they still been talking to me trying to get it straightened out. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't even really, I care, but I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, any little extra money will help. Hey, Angela. Hey, Alicia. Any little extra money will help. But through all the rigmarole and hell that Facebook trying to do for the pennies that they paying, it ain't worth it. That's why I just get out here and work. Baby, you know what Janae told me? Janae say, and it kind of hurt me for the simple fact is, but you know, kids don't understand. She said, Mama, you just work all the time. And, you know, so I told Janae, well, I ain't going to go into all that. There ain't nobody been, but like I told her, baby, you know, I just told her, I said, baby, that's just a part of life. But one thing I'm not finna do, I don't give a flip, baby. I ain't finna put nothing before Janae. I ain't finna do that. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. We live in a world. I got something else to say because I said I ain't going to make this long because I got to get off. We live in a world. Hold on, because somebody messaged me and I'm trying to. We live in a world where, baby, like I told my moderator yesterday, I said, baby, people need 4-5 jobs. I'm so serious. People need 4 or 5 jobs, and it's gonna get harder. Yeah, Karen. Yes, they paying pennies. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Joanne. How's Janae coming along? She's doing so much better. She ain't taking no more pain pills. She was like I could tell she was in pain, right? But Janae, she ain't had to give her a pain pill. What's the day? Saturday, I think. Monday, I think that was the last. I think it was Monday, but she's doing good. She's doing good. She's back to her regular scheduled program now. She's doing good. That's true. All money isn't good. Yeah, Sheila. And I was getting ready to think about. Oh, and also I want to say this, y'all, real quick. Okay, because people have inboxed me. A lot of people about the puppies, right? I want to say this. Okay, they are 4 weeks and 6 days today. They the person that says send a request, I ain't gonna say your name, just said that thank you, love, for the blessing. I appreciate it. I ain't gonna say your name, but I appreciate it. I sure thank you. Let me say this, because I get people see puppies, because I had to say this with the last batch when Lady had her puppies. People think puppies are puppies. You have to do your due diligence and find out information. Those puppies are full-blooded bullies. But I understand that we are in hard times. People don't have money like that, but people want what they want, right? I'm not selling them for what I sold them for last time. They will be UKC registered. If you know anything about bullies, they can't be AKC registered. Like I said, and this was, even if you don't get mine, know what you're doing when it comes down to dogs. Because if somebody tell you a bully is AKC registered, that's false paperwork. Full-blooded bullies cannot be AKC registered. They have to be UKC registered. Okay? They come in with all their shots. But even though still, Lord, this little thing falling, it's a little bug thing on my outside windshield. He just fell down, slid down. But even though all that, I'm only doing them for 1,000. The batch before that, y'all know I sold them for what, 1,800, 1,500, something like that, or whatever. Nobody, and the ones that bought them had no problem getting them because they know, they know the dogs. That being said, if you do want one, they can't be separated from the mama right now. It's gonna be up to you, because there's one lady that reached out to me. She want one. She's finding out how to get one shipped. But if you do want one, I'm gonna do an updated picture, y'all. They barking and everything, Lord Jesus, Lord, but they so cute. And I'm already close to them. Didn't want to get close to them, but they so pretty, y'all. They done got big and just, Lord, they a mess, Lord. Lord, they a mess, Lord. Lord, they a mess. But I can't keep all these puppies, right? But they will have, just like the other ones, they will have papers on them. If you want to get their ears clipped, that's on you. I'm not doing it because that's money that I do not have. And baby, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing it. That's why lady puppies didn't have no ears clipped, baby. I can't afford that. I can't afford it. And I'm talking about to get them right, baby. At like 10 weeks, it's like $250 a puppy. Who? I ain't got no money like that, baby. I ain't never came on here and talk about it. I got it like, no, baby, I ain't got it. I'll let their ears flop like this. It's true. They still bullies. I'll let their ears flop like this. You know, I can't afford it. But no, I'm not going to do that. But they will come with the shots and their papers. 1,000, period, point blank. I understand. People been telling me, you know, you can get this. I know what I can get. But like I said, I understand we live in a world where people don't got it like that. Times it's hard, but people want what they want. Once again, everybody ain't struggling. You know what I'm saying? I understand that everybody ain't struggling financially, but a lot of people is. But people still want what they want. You know, get what you want. But I'm going to do it just like I did it last time. 200 to 250 deposit. Claim which one you want. By the time they're able to, right, April, not clipping Dakota's ears. Yeah, I saw your dog. I got 8, Nisha. 2 boys and 6 girls. 2 boys and 6 girls. I came up with a name with only 3 of them. They ain't listen to it because they just puppies. Make your own name or whatever. But the boy, gray one, I'm gonna do an updated picture or video and load it up tonight. I'll make sure I do that. This evening and do that. But 2 boys. The one boy looks just like Bear. He's black, and the other boy, I call him Rock. Well, actually, the black one I call him Kong, like King Kong, cause he chunky. I call him King. I call him Kong, and the other boy I call him Rocky. You know what I'm saying? He's blue and white. You know what I'm saying? Like that bluish color and that white one, and they both chunky like that. And then my little runt, I call her Nyla. That thing all over the place. But anyway, 200 to 250 deposit. There will be paperwork because I will cover myself like I did last time. And the reason of the deposit is because just like when y'all go get y'all hair done, if y'all don't show up, hey, you know, hey, that's on you. You get what I'm saying? If you don't get it. So I wanted to throw that out there because, like I said, people see dogs or puppies, and I'm not trying to be funny. Only way I really know about puppies is when Lady first had her litter. You know, when Lady first had her litter, I didn't really know all about this. And then the breeder because y'all know I planned for Lady to get pregnant. Then I found out all this, right? So you have to know what type of dog you got, because the girl that played with me last time with the puppy that lost her money. This girl wanted me to video her 4 or 5 times a day every time she called. I want to see the puppy. Baby, no, I ain't got time for that. And then she kept BSing. Y'all remember I showed y'all the messages, baby. You can't make this up. And then ask for her money back. Nope. That's why in the paperwork, I will, and everybody paperwork be the same, baby. 200, I don't know if I'm going to say a $200 deposit. Last time I did a $250 deposit. $200 deposit. If you want to pay over, and everybody know, I know I got new followers, but everybody on here knows, everybody that bought their puppies got their puppies. Ain't no scamming over here, baby. Ain't no scamming over here. I don't rock that way, okay? I've been on social media for a long time. My following pretty big. So I'm not finna come on here BSing nobody about no puppy. It ain't that serious to me. But it will be paperwork involved. Like I said, $200 deposit. By the time the 9 weeks is up, you can pay over time. Or if you want to wait, okay. If you want to wait and then pay your balance off, or however you want to do it. But if you want one, $200 deposit. I will upload the videos. That being said, after you give a deposit or whatever like that, I'm gonna say this, because I probably should have specified this with the crazy girl. Y'all know, Lord, that girl gave out of everybody that bought the puppy. That's the only one that gave me. This girl called me 4 or 5 times a day. I want to see Star. Can you show me a video of Star? I don't sit around the house. Asia say, where am I located? North Carolina, Asia. I'm in North Carolina. Oh, baby, bless your heart. So after you, if you purchase a puppy, I don't mind doing this, but it will not be no 4 or 5 times a day. I do not mind sending you a video or live video, not on Facebook, but you know what I'm saying, a live video or whatever like that once a day. I don't mind doing that. And to be real with you, I still feel like that's too much, but I don't mind doing that. But I'm not going to do no video showing you your puppy. No, literally, this woman 4-5 times a day. Every time she called me, y'all, I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then I would tell her, look, I'm not being ugly. I'm just asking. Well, if you just asking, I'm not being ugly either. You need to go watch the beginning of the live, or either go find some stuff out about me. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. But and I don't even know why that would matter. But yeah. But anyway, but yeah, I don't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that once a week. I mean, once every day. Like I said, that's still too much because I don't have the time on my hands like that. I don't just sit up in the house, y'all. I can't, baby, the other day, since me and Janasia been there, have been the first time I was able to watch two movies. Two movies on Tubi. I just don't. I don't have the time for it. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, regardless of how busy I be, how many jobs I work, Monroe, fake page, regardless of what, if I'm doing business with you, with what you're putting your money in as a puppy, I will make time. Like I said, I could say, Patricia, I remember her calling and asking you, Patricia, that girl want me. She was the only one. Y'all remember the other lady that had bought the puppy? Well, California, wherever she was. I think it was California. Baby, I tried to say, hey, you know what? No, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. She was up north, Boston, wherever. Well, I can't remember where that woman was because I ain't heard from her, nothing like that, baby. I tried to reach out to her, but I got a whole nother number now. But anyway, y'all remember I told y'all when I would try to update her on a puppy before she got it, she was like, you don't have to do that. But I understand Northerners are like straightforward. I was like, okay, well, I was just trying to let you know. You understand what I'm saying, sweetheart? That's not a fake page. Okay, well, you ain't a fake page. You're a real page then. Okay. But once a week, Tina, would be good. Francine, right. That's why I feel like maybe twice a week. But I say it for people, you know, whatever. I do it. Yeah, I ain't going to say no every day because I know I ain't going to have time for all that. I'll say twice a week. So $200 deposit to claim your puppy because they're going to get gone with or without anybody on here buying them. I know for a fact because I've done this before. You understand? Y'all know that. I know they will get sold. And like I said, I don't want to get rid of them. I can't do it. I can't, you know. But like I said, ain't no need in shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, that doesn't happen. You know, because I'm going to tell you what I don't like about people. And that's when me and my mama used to butt heads in the past because she would live in the past. I don't like, because I'm going to tell you something. We all can go back in the day in our life and be like, you know what? We should have did this, or you should have did that, or you should have did that. Okay, maybe so, but we can't do that now. You get what I'm saying? Patricia say twice a week. Okay, twice a week. That's what I do. A video twice a week. Because the reason why I say video, because I understand pictures. It could be an old, you get what I'm saying? So I don't mind doing a video because the video will show you and then you'll have the date up there on the video. Oh, okay. Well, this ain't an old video. You get what I'm saying? Because I did that with her. You know, hey, you can see the date of the video. This ain't no old video and this and that and other. You know what I'm saying? So, but out of all those puppies that I sold from the batch, from the mama batch that I'm doing now, that woman was the only one that girl was the only one that gave me hell. Then, you know, and I ain't trying to be funny, baby. If you're purchasing a puppy from me, I don't want to know your life story. We ain't friends, and I'm not being funny when I say this because that's another thing she did, baby. I don't want to know you left your boyfriend. I don't want to know that he jumped on you because I'm gonna tell you this right here. These are my babies. Let me go on and put this out there. These my babies. They're bullies, candies. These are my babies, and I'm going to say this. If I feel like you not fit, because I'm going to do due diligence, baby. I'm going to be like DCS, okay? CPS. I'm not just finna let a puppy go because you won't, because, baby, I'm going to tell you something. I got a neighbor right now. She already got a dog, and I'm being honest. She wants one of the puppies, and I said, no. But that ain't how I said it, but no, I can't. I'm not one of them fur mamas that just because money looks good or I need money or want money, whatever. I said this before with the other batch. Y'all know this. I'm not just finna let these puppies go with somebody and I already see you ain't taking care of the one you got. I'm not. Especially you being my neighbor and I see this little dog. I almost hit they dog the other day. They ain't watching it, just letting it run and this and that and other, baby. I just can't. I love my babies, y'all. Those of y'all been following me, I love my fur babies. I love them to death. I didn't want to get close to these because I know I got to get rid of them. But they so cute. The little blue eyes, the little gray eyes, and and they just love on you. And you know, oh my God, they so cute. You understand what I'm saying? But I've been trying to prepare myself, Tina. Don't. Because I love my babies. When I got rid of the other ones, I ain't even gonna lie, baby. It hurt, but I knew I had to. That's why I would never understand. Like I told my breeder that had bred Lady that we had planned for her to get pregnant. I said, I couldn't be no breeder because I get close to them too quick. Yes, you do right. They are a joy to have right. She absolutely did all of that. She was a Patricia. Oh, my daughter has a pocket bully. Yeah, I like the little short pocket bullies. They so cute. Right, told her life story. She was telling me her life stories. And I think something was wrong up here. And I ain't trying to be funny. I think something was wrong up there. But you know, look, it's business. I don't mind. Hey, how you doing? Whatever like that. But baby, listen. Like I said, I don't have time to be on the phone. I didn't even plan on being live this long. I don't have time to be on the phone with people like that. You understand what I'm saying? So. But like I said, when it comes down to business, I'll do that. But there will be paperwork signed. Oh, and let me back up. Let me say this. If you don't have all of your money by the 9 weeks when they're, time to pick it up, I will give you 2 weeks after that. All this going to be in the paperwork. I did paperwork last time. I'm going to do it this time because that's the world we live in. People like to play. So keep from me inboxing individual person that inboxed me. I did this one girl because she was the very, very first person that reached out to me about them. So I did message her last night, but I also told her I will go live and, tell everybody. I can meet halfway. If you live far off, then, it'll be up to you to get it shipped and, do your due diligence to find out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how would I get a puppy shipped? Because you can't have them shipped. You can. You have to do all that, So, yeah. So, like I said, I feel like a deposit will prove who is really serious and who really not. But they will have their paperwork. They will be up to date on... At that point in time, they'll be up to date on their shots. Once you get them, of course, I can't... that's going to be up to you to give them their other doses. But when they leave from me, you will have paperwork showing that, hey, they don't got, because you have to do doses with puppies. I think it's like at, 4, 6, 9? Don't quote me on it. 4, 6, 9 weeks or 9, 6, 12, something like that or whatever like that. So they will be or whatever. What's up, Ash? You're right, because you, the breeder, would get them after they are sold. Right. Amy say it's easy to get attached. That's for Amy. It definitely is. Patricia say make sure your babies are going to a good home, but don't get attached if at all possible. It's so hard. Patricia, it is. Because Janae just say, Mama, when you come in for work, the first thing you do, and I noticed that, she said you drop your pocketbook and go straight to the puppies. And I say, Janae, but I can't help it, y'all, because y'all know how I do it. I be like, there go grandma babies, baby. And they be in that little playpen thing, and they be like, all up there like that. Like, they know grandma done stepped in the room, but I just, baby, like I said, you know what? I'm already attached, but I was attached to the other one, but I got rid of them. So, that's just what I got to do, especially the one that I had to drive and meet one of my supporters. That was, I ain't gonna say the worst day of my life. The one that got Brownie. One of y'all remember that? One of my supporters that got Brownie. I had Brownie. And matter of fact, it was this car. I had Brownie in the back seat, y'all. I look back there, poor little Brownie. She just had slobber coming from her mouth. And Brownie's doing good. Now, that's one of my silent watchers. You'll never see her comment or nothing like that. She had got Brownie. And y'all, she spoiled the hell out of Brownie. You know, she was more financially stable than me anyway. Baby, Brownie had her own room. Y'all, that's why I say, baby, y'all think I be crazy about my dogs, and some people may not even, you know what I'm saying, care for dogs. But baby, that's one supporter. Like I said, because she was a silent watcher, she was actually a supporter. The other people that got it weren't really like a supporter, if you get what I'm saying. They just wanted the puppy. But baby, Brownie had her own room, decorated. She might be on here now. I ain't gonna say your name. So these are people that you know, give a good life. And actually, I'm gonna be real. Like, I ain't no shame in my game. She more financially straight than I am. You get what I'm saying? Got this big old lavish house, this big nice house and stuff like that. And Brownie had her own little room, baby. Then she had showed me Brownie was sitting up on the couch. I'm looking like, what Brownie? Because y'all know Brownie had that brown color, if y'all remember Brownie. And that sitting room or whatever she called it, Brownie was sitting up on the couch, baby. I was like, what Brownie? And she was like, Brownie right there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, you know, so I have followed up with them. I didn't follow up with the other lady. But they, you know, let me know that they was doing good. I ain't really talked to nobody. My silent watch, I have like a while. No, I ain't. No, she messaged me last week. I think the other day or something like that. But anyway, so, yeah, they went to good homes and stuff like that. So that's all I'm just saying. Because I did have people contacting me with the last batch. You know what I'm saying? Never had a bully. And Patricia, you know, their maintenance. Their maintenance. Baby, listen. This is why I basically wear the same thing over and over, because I'm gonna make one thing about me, I'm gonna make sure Janasia and my baby straight before I'm straight. I don't give a flip about throwing this up in my head, doing my own eyebrows, because y'all know I can do my own eyebrows and all like that. I don't care nothing about that. I'm gonna make sure they're straight. Especially since they're house dogs, no fleas. And any dog can get fleas, y'all know that. You take them outside to use the bathroom, baby, they can get fleas, you know. But being infested with fleas, now you nasty as hell. You nasty as hell and ain't taking care of your dogs. Now I'm gonna say that. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that my dogs are good, you know, everything good with them. So like I said, you know, but I don't expect for everybody to love dogs. But if you're getting one of these dogs for the first time, they get big. I'm gonna say that. They get like that, you know. Go look at April Rena's dog. You know what I'm saying? They get big. They're bullies. But some people do have bully mix or whatever. They'll still have like the features with the big feet or the big head, or may not get real big. Like somebody on here said, pocket bullies. Pocket bullies are smaller, but they still, you know, oh, they so cute though. They don't get tall or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? April said, you always cute. Thank you. Pit bulls. Now, don't give me the line now, because I don't know. I know a lot, but I ain't advanced like some people. But pit bull is like, somebody correct. Well, I ain't gonna say somebody correct me, but if I had my breed on here, she can explain. Some people say it's not a such thing as a pit bull. There are different types of. It's like bullies fall in the pit bull family, if that makes sense. You know, you got bullies. You got I think it's on the tip of my tongue. The one that the guy got that's on Facebook, he does videos with his, like he got his well trained. What are they called? Oh Lord, it's on the tip of my tongue. What is it called? It's different types now. Like I said, but I don't know. Rena, like I said, don't give me the line now. Like I said, I know a lot, but I don't know everything. I'm just learning. Hey Prince, dang. It's the ones that get real big. Oh, God, it's on the tip of my tongue. If anybody know what I'm talking about. I mean, they head be like this big. Like, they real big. So, but it's kind of up for debate. Some people say it's not a such thing as pit bull. Now, I'm going to say this since we ain't in the Airbnbs no more. What kind of dogs you got? You know what I said? I say Staffordshire. Because technically, Lady is a Staffordshire. They call them Staffies. Baby, just like I seen this one content creator, what's her name? Big Daddy and them. I follow her. Baby, listen. Why you got me tagged? Cause Peaches, I'ma say this. I don't fuck with you. I don't like you, but I'm not finna lie on you. I found out and I told the live, if I can come live the other day and read you on my live, I can come live and apologize. No, you did not put RIP beside Janae's name in November. You have to watch it from the beginning because I'm talking about something else now. But like I said, I'm the type of person, I don't gotta fuck with a person, but I'm not finna let no lie carry on a person. Me and my moderator found out exactly who it was, so I'm apologizing for that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I didn't know, and I don't care about, I didn't know that you was talking about me on somebody else's live before I even said anything to you. I didn't know that. Somebody brought that to me. I didn't even go watch it. I didn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic or whatever like that, because I don't go try to see who talking about me. But I am going to say, if I'm the type of person, if I can be loud and come on here and read somebody to the ground, I can be loud and come on here and apologize if I'm wrong. So that's why I tag you. No, I found out it was not you. And that's why I say everybody may not like what I say. We ain't finna kumbaya. Like I said, when I was going off on you that day, I told you, I still ain't got nothing against you. I may not like the shit you do. People may not like the shit I do. But I'm not finna let that lie carry on. No, it was not you. I'm going to specify this again. On November the 24th, 2024, when I was live, and the person that put RIP beside Janasia, no, it wasn't you. So I wanted to come on here and clear the air since I did it on the internet in front of everybody that day. I want to come on here on the internet and apologize. That's how I get down. Because like I said, I don't have to keep telling myself I'm real. Everybody know it because it's in my actions. I don't care if I don't fuck with a person. I don't care if I don't like a person. I'm not finna sit there and let no lie carry on because, nah, I ain't finna go on there and apologize. I know how, like I said, everybody know. I know how to move and I'm going to do what I know is right. That's just me. I'm going to do what I got to know is right. So, like I said, I apologize for that part because no, you did not put, regardless of what somebody say you said on somebody else's live or whatever like that. But no, I'm not finna. And like I said, I don't live my life right, babe. I'm about to fire up a cigarette now. I'll take a little drink when I want to. But one thing about me, I'm not finna be on my sick bed and say, for instance, if it came down to it and, hey, you want to apologize to this person because you were wrong, and I'd be sitting there like, But a lot of people gonna go to their grave knowing bumper pride. See, that's what folks don't understand. I don't give a damn about a pride. I'm doing what's for me. That was not Peaches. I'm saying it for the whole world wide well. No, it wasn't. I know I said I had proof and this and that. No, it wasn't her. Y'all have to watch it from the beginning, but no, it wasn't. Thank you. I appreciate that. I never spoke bad on you, Tina. People just be messy, but I think you welcome. Like I said, because I just can't get down that way. I'm just not. Me and my moderator talked last night, and I'm going to be honest with you, Peaches. Like I said, you have to watch from the beginning. I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to go live and apologize. Because if I went live and had something to say about her, I'm going to go to the same internet and apologize. Then I said, nah, I ain't doing that. Fuck that. That Taurus, that stubbornness came out. Then I said, nah, I'm not finna do that. I said, nah. And that's what's wrong with people. If you done wrong somebody, done lied on somebody or whatever, wherever it occurred at, do it there. That's what's going on with, that's real on everything, Tina. A woman about yours. That's the only way I know how to be. I wasn't going to sit back and just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to let them think. Nah, it wasn't Peaches. It wasn't Peaches. And like I said, I don't take up for people. Y'all got to understand that. I don't take up for nobody, but I'm not finna sit there and let that lie carry over her head like that. I'm just not, because that wasn't her. That wasn't her. I would never do that on nobody live. I mean that. Okay. April say, I thought it was a skit. Oh, yeah, a skit? About somebody putting RIP by Janasia? Baby, I don't skit when it come down to Janasia. Oh, it's a RIP skit? April, really? No, baby, no. I wouldn't do no skit on here no way because I don't get paid. My page demonetized. That's why I don't be on live on here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind saying that. Nah, that wasn't her. That, like I said, some people ain't gonna like what I say. But at the end of the day, I don't give a flip. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how nobody feel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no hardcore person. I got a very soft heart. I told y'all just yesterday I was crying because I don't know. I was just thinking about my daddy and a whole bunch of just stuff, you know, just, I don't know. I had then it was raining. I don't know. It was a lot going on in my mind yesterday. But so that being said, I do have feelings. I do have emotions, but I will not be a person in this world that have allowed a person or make allowing a person and can't be woman enough to come back to the same whole world wide web and say, you know what, I apologize. I don't rock that way. So I apologize. No, that was not her. It was not her. It was not her. And like I said, I'm going to say it this time. Me and my moderator for the millionth time. No, not word of mouth. Not, oh, well, this makes sense. Or no, it wasn't none of that. You know, and that's why I tell y'all a lot of time that follow me. Y'all know if I don't know something 100%, I really don't. And like I said, that time, yeah. Because like I said, Janasia gets me out of character. Anything about Janasia is the only thing that get me out of character. So all I saw was red. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. A lot of y'all know that been following me. So I had to take a step back. And that's why I tell y'all sometimes get off the internet. And really, if you invested in trying to find out the truth about something, do invest it. And that's the only thing I got invested about was, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let me really find out who was behind it. And no, it wasn't Peaches. And like I said, that's why I tagged her. Y'all shared a live. No, it wasn't her. Here's to say that was very kind of you to apologize, kind of find out it was an old supporter on your old supporter of mine. Old supporter on mine that was stalking me. She was going to TikTok. She was going to, yeah. Heather, you've been rocking me for a while. I know, you know, you stopped following me, but I'm saying in the beginning when I came out the gate, I remember. I remember. So, yeah, you probably remember that person. If you think real hard, you remember the, yep. But no, it was not Peaches. I'm going to say that again. No, it was not Peaches and Cream LLC. I'm telling everything. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I don't give a flip what nobody's saying. She said on another content creator live. And that's why I say y'all speculate. I'm going to make sure I got facts. I don't speculate because we can speculate all day long. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I say nobody can ever put nothing in my ear about nobody or to make me feel a certain way about nobody. Because this ain't speculation right here. Now, it was speculation before. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. It was speculation before. But this right here ain't speculation. No, it wasn't her. I'm gonna clear her name on that. So, but y'all, I got to hop off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kimberly. Georgia say that's why speaking on children can get folks hurt. Georgia, because you know how I'm coming behind Janasia. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Baby, y'all know I rolled down on a family member behind Janasia. That's why I say I don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say about me. Y'all know that. I put my whole life on here. It's just don't speak on Janasia. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. Say what you want to. That's up to you. But I'm talking about the RIP. Beside what came up out of me. Oh, baby, I got to see you. Y'all remember, baby, listen, and this ain't no gangster. A lot of y'all been following me for. Y'all remember that other girl that spoke on Janasia? Y'all know I was in the car on the highway y'all know that. I was live finna go holler because I had her address. This is what I'm saying. I don't get on here with this capping and stuff. I'm pulling up behind Janasia. That's mine. My baby done been through hell. I wouldn't put RIP behind nobody. Baby, I'm listening. Ain't nobody on the internet can ever make me that mad or that pissed for me to go put RIP behind nobody's fucking name. You that person. Then the kicker is this. If something was wrong with her, because like I said, she was on Paxil. Because y'all remember when she used to be on the live, I used to be like, damn, you took your Paxil today? And because she would be asking personal stuff, when Facebook releasing your money and da-da-da-da-da. Y'all remember that. Y'all remember her. So I'm just like, okay, I already knew something was wrong then because she was talking about she was on Paxil and this and that and other, right? But I didn't think that the girl that would take it that extreme. And when a ex-person of mine, like I said, you know, they remarried and this and that and other, but we cool. Did they do diligence? Because I was like, I need to really have proof who did this. And I'm just like, I called the moderator. Did I not call you? I said, moderator. I said, check what I just sent to your phone. And I said, why I didn't think of that. But like I said, people be on this internet feeling like because this person into it with this person, oh, it got to be that person. I don't think that way. Because like I said, y'all, this chess, not checkers. That's what I play. But y'all be playing checkers because y'all automatically think, well, I'm into it with this person, so it got to be that person. Baby, look. Me and Peaches, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. Think about it. Me and Peaches wasn't even into it. I didn't even know Peaches. I mean, not saying I ain't know her, but Peaches wasn't coming to my page. I wasn't coming to her page in November. I'm just saying, use y'all common sense for that part. Peaches wasn't coming to my page in November. I wasn't going to her page, like for a supporting or whatever. The woman didn't know me like that. See what I'm saying? So, but I ain't saying that's how we got the information. I'm just saying for y'all, because me and my moderator got paperwork. Like I said, this old faithful, baby. Don't stay charged. Look, that's how old, y'all remember my old picture? Baby, this little phone right here. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying for y'all, think about it. Like, but anyway, it is what it is. Like I said, if I can come on the internet, and I can hoot and I can holler, as old folks say, and be loud and wrong, as folks say, then I can come on here and apologize being the woman that I am. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, that's really what I got to say about it. But like I was telling y'all about the puppies, you know, hit me up. But y'all, I got to get off because I said I wasn't going to make this long, but I definitely had to come live and clear Peaches' name. No, that wasn't her. People feel how they feel, but I'm telling you, can't nobody. I'm gonna tell you something, and I want to say this. I understand certain people not gonna like, you know, because like I said, I get people be into it with other people, you know, and they really want you to dislike this person. I get it. We're on the internet. I get that, right? I get it. But Phil, what I'm saying is this: what you say, what you bring me, don't top the paperwork that I got. So ain't nobody. And like I said, people should know by now. Over here, can't nobody get in my head. Never have. You can't get in my head to make me think this or make me think that. That's the kicker. People can bring me stuff, and I'm gonna be real. Like I told y'all before, I ain't gonna lie about it. People don't bring me stuff all the time, every now and then, but people don't bring me stuff all the time. I'm not finna lie about that, you know, and make it seem like people bring me stuff. But what I'm saying is, it ain't nothing nobody can bring me to say, yeah, it was her. You can't, because me and my moderator have legitimate proof of who it was. So I'm saying that to say, please don't bring that to my inbox to try to still make me think it's Peaches. I'm telling you right now, if God himself could come down right now, he'll tell you it wasn't her. I'm standing behind that. It wasn't her. I have proof. It ain't what somebody told me. It ain't what I collected together. It ain't what, oh, but this makes sense. 2 and 2 plus 4. It wasn't none of that. You understand what I'm saying? You too, Don. I'm finna get off. Miss Tina's always been cheers. Thank you. She said, Tina, I never did RIP on nobody. My right hand to God, they lying on me. And that's the thing. And I said that in my live. I said, you know what? I said, I don't know what was done, you know, with anybody else or what transpired behind. Because I really don't know. And I said that other day on my live, I said, I don't know what took place with people because I did not know what was going on. But I'm just saying this. I'm going to put that out there for me. I ain't got no problem with you, Peaches. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. You know, I said what I said. You said what you said. I left it alone. But like I said, I ain't finna go my days. Because when we leave our house, we don't know what's going to happen. You could be the healthiest person. You leave your house, another car could hit you. You laying up in ICU finna lose your life. Now you ain't winning, knowing what you did was wrong. You ain't want to apologize to her. Baby, that's not me. Y'all rock how y'all want to rock. That's not me, baby. That's not me. I had a granddaddy, God rest his soul. That man know what he did, right? He know what he did before he passed away. Never, I mean, before he had a stroke. After he had a stroke and could do something, still never apologized. That ain't finna be me. That ain't finna be me. So that's all I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That's why a lot of y'all are in prison with yourself. Because your pride won't let you say, you know what? I may not fuck with this person. I may not, whatever. But nah, that right there, that ain't it. A lot of y'all won't do that. But that's why I say I ride my own way, stand my own lane. You know, I had so many people in my life that day, you know what I'm saying, was saying, yeah, you have always, because like I said, I don't ride other people's waves. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you could be cool, but I could still disagree with what you doing or what you said. Nah, dog. No, you understand what I'm saying? That's how I roll in real life. But because we cool, I'm not finna uphold your shit, though. I'm not finna do that. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, Patricia. Francine say Tina gonna have facts when she come. I've been rocking with her and she not about the drama. I hope all this will get better. Life too short. Right. And that's why I said I had to come on here. I can't force other people to do due diligence. Cause like I said, a lot of people on this app is gonna go by what they think. And I'm telling y'all hear me out now. I'm speaking facts now. A lot of people on this app don't have no proof of shit. They just really, well, you know what? My spidey sense, what they be saying? My spidey senses make me feel like this. Fuck the spidey senses. If you that invested, baby, go do your due diligence and say, you know what? Well, let me get behind this, because that's what I did behind Janaisha. But so that's why I say, regardless if your 2 + 2 is adding up to equal 4, right? And you feel like, okay, yeah, it got to be so and so. It got to be so and so. If you're not 100% sure of nothing, don't do it. Don't do it. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, a lot of this mess that's going on, I'm going to be real. And I said this other day in my live, I feel like people are playing in people's faces. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to be real. I really feel like that. I feel like, you know, it's just a big old mess. And I ain't want no parts of it. But like I said, I just came on here to apologize because that's just it. But Francine, I appreciate that. Like a lot of y'all know I don't do the drama. But y'all know I have always been a woman. I'm gonna come on here and apologize. Nah, it was not Peaches. I'm gonna say that for how many times? I'm gonna say it doing this live about 12 times. Nah, it wasn't Peaches. A true friend should be the first one to put you right. And that's what I'm gonna do. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I like you, but what you doing ain't right. That's just how I roll, because I'm a loyal friend. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a loyal friend. Speaking of loyal friends, y'all remember the girl I told you I went to school with? I ran into her the other day. We had a conversation. You remember when I told y'all, like, we was like best friends. It's so crazy, because I'm going to tell you something. God will put you in places you don't think you'll be at. Ran into her the other day, y'all. The other day, right? When I say the other day, that's a figure of speech. Let me say it that way. Y'all hear me say that all the time, right? And y'all know I jumped to conclusion because I felt like she wasn't there when me and Janae was homeless and we supposed to be best friends. But I heard the side. So like I said, you know, when I'm wrong, baby, I'll say I'm wrong. You know, I'm wrong, you know. So it is what it is. Definitely playing their face. Right. You never did the drama, nor do I. I just try and support as much as I can. Right. And that's what I'm saying. So, you know, it's just people getting hurt behind the social media stuff, you know, threats and people, you know, and all this stuff. You know, I just can't let it get that deep. You know, that's why I just try to, y'all, I'm really happy in real life. I may not be happy about certain situations or this like that be going on in my personal life, but I really be happy in real life, baby. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, all I'm just saying is, you know, is regardless of people, and like I said, I don't know who, and I'm not throwing no hints when I speak right now. I'm really not, because I don't know who started what. I don't know, because I wasn't in it. You get what I'm saying? I don't know who started what, who did this, who did that, and this, that, and other. I don't know, but I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Whoever, not my situation, I'm just saying going forward with anybody else with y'all's situation. And I ain't trying to get religious, baby. Whatever folks think they doing behind the scenes, it's going to be revealed, baby. I'm going to tell you something. I done did some shit in my day. Why you think I went to prison 2 times? I swore I was getting by with it. But when Big God set me down, still thought he was playing with me. Went the first time, got out, had to send me back down the road again. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say that, baby. We can think we hiding from people all day long. It don't matter if it's a year from now, a day from now, a month from now, an hour from now. He gonna reveal a lot of things. So that's all I'm saying. Come clean. Whatever people doing, you know what I'm saying? Come or if you don't want to come clean, go repent. You understand what I'm saying? Go repent, baby. But on that note, y'all, I love y'all. I got to go. If you want to drop something in the Cash App, baby, drop something in the Cash App. Y'all know this page ain't monetized, but baby, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna say, you know what? If y'all want to tip, do the tipping. Do the tip. You understand? Keep being you, sweetie. Thank you, Heather. Kimberly said, Miss Tina, you have people on your page right now that's playing in your face. But Kimberly, the thing about it is, that's why I say, babe, I know you ain't been farming out. I don't care about that. Only thing I care about is anything pertaining to my daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say, baby, you got to get to know me on here. Like, my supporters and stuff, they'll tell you in a heartbeat, like they saying in the comment. I don't care what nobody got to say about me. But one thing a person can't do is play in my face. Because, baby, like I say, I play chess, not checkers. I'm a very smart person. Trust and believe that. I don't say a lot, but I'm a very smart person. I peep a lot of stuff. But like I say, I only voice my opinion when I feel like it involves me. But I'm a very smart. I have yet to meet a person that can run circles around me, but I guarantee you I can run circles around them. Baby, I had a motherfucking head spinning. And that's real spill. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's real. I'm just telling you. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. Just like I come on here, I'm going to throw this hint out there. Just like I come on here, right? And I smile and people swear I'm okay, right? Or, oh, she's just the happiest person. You don't know if I just got through crying before I hit that live button because I know how to put a smile on. Don't let what I just said go up your head now. The point that I'm making is this, baby. I can smile with a person. Point blank period. I know how to keep stuff cordial. I know how to keep stuff cordial. I know how to speak to a person the whole time. I know you're a snake. I know you're a bitch. I know you all that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, to the degree, I may not fuck with you because my people know if I don't fuck with you when you come over here, I'm not finna say, hey, love, what's good? People know that. So that's what I'm saying. I know. I know how to move, baby. Trust and believe. I know how to move, baby. I know how to move. Trust and believe that. Hey, Teresa. Angela, that part. Angela, day one. A lot of my day ones on here. You understand what I'm saying? They know, baby. I'm telling you, a person yet have been able to run circles around me. And that's in real life, too. You can't run circles around me, baby. You can't. You may think you will, but, baby, y'all remember when I first came out with my page, y'all know what on my thing, what it used to say. I think on my personal page. Just because I don't say nothing don't mean I don't know. That's how I am for real. I used to have that on my personal page when I first, because I remember the first time I went to prison, I got out in 2008 and I made a Facebook page. Go look at my personal page. That's when I made it. When I first got out of prison, I was like, Facebook? What's the Facebook? And that's what I had on there. Just because I don't say nothing don't mean I don't know. Baby, you ain't fooling with no average Joe here, baby. I ain't go to college for no 15 years and none of that. Real life taught me how to move. Real life taught me how to move, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Right, that whole part. But y'all, I love y'all. I gotta go. I'll holler at y'all later. But y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. You understand what I'm saying? Baby, listen. Get baby, listen. Whoa. Baby. And she's still backing up. Bless her whole little heart. Boy. That's why I need to move this up. Because I was looking in my camera and she was coming from that way. But something told me to look from that other side. But y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. But like I said, you know what? I don't want that type of life, baby. I don't want that type of life. Y'all know I like to be goofy. I like to be funny. I like to live. Level up. Get your bag up. It's known for what, baby? She gonna encourage somebody. She may pressure may bust pipes sometimes. But most of all, baby, you gonna get on her live and she gonna make you laugh. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna take something from my live. My page didn't grow to how it grow, 200-something thousand followers. Y'all will see once Facebook get my page right, cause Lord, gee. Baby, don't you know I gained over 200, and it said you can your notification 233 people in one day, but go look at my followers, still say 110,000. Facebook be playing, not that it matter, but I would like for when people come to my page, oh, okay, she been going live since 2021. Look where her followers at. You understand what I'm saying? And my page ain't off no drama. It's off of me talking about my life. You get what I'm saying? But on that note, y'all, I gotta go. Because I said I wasn't gonna be on here this long. But if you want a puppy, holler at me, this and that, another. Go watch the replay and stuff like that. But I love y'all. And y'all have a good one. Right. All right. Talk to y'all later.
Spread your wings. Nothing is impossible, believe. Blessing off a floor like a river.